Privacy. How to protect your information. Everyone wants to believe it. Sitting at a computer, maybe you're texting on your phone. Everyone wants to believe that their data is completely private. The reality is, the majority of data that you consider private is actually surveyed or collected by the government, private firms, or even friends or family. Many current events in the news, such as Edward Snowden's leakage of NSA spying on Americans and the DEA's tracking of millions of American phone calls, have heightened the fear and debate over American privacy. Will it make a difference, though? How can you protect your privacy in a world where almost everything is online? Even those that do not want to be a part of this ever increasingly social and technological world have a digital footprint, whether they're aware of it or not. Through cookies, apps, and ads, data is constantly being collected about you. And you may have given your consent unknowingly, just by using your phone or computer. So what is acceptable for people to know about you? The government usually collects data and files it away as a means of looking up later. While it may seem harmless and something that you can just put out of your mind, it is almost like the government is building a case against you. While there are not any specific laws protecting American privacy, the First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment all have an influence on the protection of an individual's privacy. These laws seem to apply to everyone except the government, the people who are supposed to be representing the interests of people they are spying on. The NSA knows what phone numbers you dialed, who called you, when the calls were made, and the duration of calls. Why do they need this kind of information on you? This huge database of false, incriminating material could be referred to at any time by the government or by an enemy to put you on trial or as evidence to prove something against you. There is a camera in the voting booth broadcasting who you voted for. Would you vote differently? Even if you wouldn't, and it didn't bother you at all, can you say the same for the people around you? You could be treated differently or discriminated against just because of your opinions were public. Even now, data from websites you visit and things you buy with your credit card create data, which is then sold and redistributed to other companies. Even the director of the FBI remarked that there are two kinds of companies in the United States: those that have been hacked and those that don't know they've been hacked. If the director of the FBI doesn't think that these companies are safe from hackers, then why should they be allowed to hold the private data of millions of individuals? On the flip side, firms want data so they can profit by targeting advertisements, sending emails, mail, and in general knowing things about you that can benefit them. The advantage firms have in this industry is that they are new, sparsely regulated, and have little costs compared to the benefits the firm gains. Many of these firms profit and are born out of trickery and unethical tactics. For example, companies like DoubleClick realized that they could keep track of which internet users went to which websites. And then they took this data and they integrated into vast user profiles of user preferences to be used for targeting ads. Some companies went even further and inserted their advertisements into the user's data stream. A familiar website, such as Groupon, gives coupons and deals for various restaurants, apparel, etc. If you happen to navigate to their website, you will notice that the very first thing they ask for is your email, before you're able to do anything else. Not only do they ask for your email, they even know what city you live in before you submit any data. If you happen to submit your email to them, you are agreeing to their terms and conditions to use your email and then sell it to many advertisers. And the next thing you know, you have hundreds of emails a day from various companies asking you to buy their product. Now, the fact is, information technologies make life richer, easier, and more rewarding. They increase productivity, efficiency, and economic growth. No doubt that the internet and data helps us become more efficient and our lives easier. But all these free internet services ask for return is one's personal information, so that they can sell it to advertisers and make a profit. The problem with privacy threats and data collection is that it's like a puzzle. Each piece alone isn't worth much, but as you give more unique information up, it will be sold and eventually compiled to form a solid picture of everything about you. The majority of people try hard to prevent criminals from stealing their data, but then willingly give it up to companies for a coupon or a free iPad. These companies then sell their data to other companies like ad corporations and data collectors, which could easily end up in the hands of a cybercriminal. An average consumer may take cybercriminals seriously and exercise all proper precautions, but when he or she reaches a retail website, they give up their credit card, their address, their email, phone number, city, and then blindly accept the fact that all these are essential to get an online coupon. The reality is that of this new technological age is that there are many threats to your privacy and data. To protect yourself and prevent your data from being hacked, you need to be informed about what you're agreeing to when you use technology. Instead of just blindly agreeing to terms and conditions or to every website you give your information to, take a minute or two to skim over what you're agreeing to. Your data defines who you are, and whoever controls all your data can control you. Thank you.